What is up, everybody? JBS SA is a Brazilian company that is the largest meat processing enterprise in the world. Producing factory processed beef is what I would say if Kendrick versus Drake wasn't the biggest beef producing factory in the entire world as of this moment. Let's get into it. We are a Magic the Gathering channel, so let's talk about Drake. If he played Magic the Gathering, this is the deck I think this guy would run, all right? AKA, he's a Stax offender. It's a Stax deck. That's right. Look at that play on words right there. I'm Drake. I'm him. Our commander, Talrand, Sky Summoner, AKA the #1 Drake Glazer. All right. If you're too young to understand what that means, glazing is like hyping him up. And this guy makes Drakes whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell. And in a Stax deck, that's all you're really doing. And you're making Drakes. So you're going to have a lot of Drakes. And you'd be like, look how many Drakes I got. Say Drake 5 times fast. Anyway, we got Gilded Drake, 1 and a blue, flying. When it comes into play, exchange control of Gilded Drake for a target creature of your opponent's control, or sacrifice it. Okay, pretty good. Read that. And it's the most realistic card in the deck, because let's be honest, guys. Anyone would trade Drake for anything better. You know what I mean? Anyone really is better these days than Drake. I'd trade him away any day. We also got Osier Patik, Deepest Epoch, all right? And he's a god, so, you know, we say about that, God's plan. That's God's plan. And whenever you cast an instant spell from your hand, it gains Rebound. Exile it as it resolves. Beginning of your next upkeep, you can cast it from exile without paying its mana cost, which is just like Drake. Every once in a while, he gets exiled, and then he comes back, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way this deck works and the way the world works. Now we got Chrome Host Seed Shark, 3 mana, and you might be wondering what's up with the seed. Just like Drake, he's got to chill with it, because whenever you cast a non-creature spell, incubate X, where X is that spell's mana value. So put some hot sauce away, because you're going to be doing a lot of incubating. All right, a lot of incubating, just like our boy, a lot of incubating. That's a pregnancy joke, because he is the baby daddy to many a child. And then we got Disdainful Stroke, 2 mana, counter target spell with mana value 4 or greater. And just like Drake, obviously, you gotta love stroking. If you don't know what I'm referencing, link me in the comments. I'll send you a very discreet Google Drive link, hyperlink to a Reddit, to a subreddit, to a 4chan post, so you can understand what I'm talking about. Now we got Telling Time, 1 and a blue instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of those cards into your hand, 1 on top of your library, and 1 on the bottom of your library until that card turns 18. That's right, because you're always asking, how old are you with this Drake deck? Exactly. Then we got Jace's Sanctum, aka with the secret lair, Marvin's Room. Instant and sorcery spells cost 1 less to cast. We love that. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, scry 1. You just getting free value. You looking in Marvin's Room, seeing how he's doing. Okay. Then we got Peregrine Drake. That's right. It's got Drake in the name. I had to put it in there. And it's really good because it gives you infinite mana, which is what Drake wants. He wants infinite money. He's got more money than any rational being could have. And it's pretty cool. Then we got Witness Protection. I don't have a good bit about this. I just like it. I just think the idea of Witness Protection in a Drake deck is really funny, because if Drake disappeared, anyway. Here are some cards to look out for when you're playing the Drake deck, and you want to make sure your opponents don't get really scary. All right. These are cards you need to be, these are kill on sight cards for you as a Drake player. #1, 11 the Mage, aka Miley Bobby Brune. It's a scary commander to play against, because it's got all the scary colors, and it's a 3/5. So give it just a couple more years, and maybe it'll be an 18-19. Anyway, #2, we got Gamble. Search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, discard a card at random, and then shuffle. If your opponents are running this, you need to be very careful that you don't get an addiction to gambling. It is a Drake staple to become addicted to gambling, so make sure that you or your opponents do not have this at your play table, okay? It's too dangerous. Get off those online gambling websites. All right. And #3, the final card we need to be aware of, is Witty Roastmaster. It is a Devil's Citizen. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Witty Roastmaster deals 1 damage to each opponent. Who cares? If your opponents are running this, you got to be careful, because they're running the Kendrick in their deck, which is scary. Because, from a quick Google, these are all the things that Kendrick hates about Drake. The way he walks, the way he talks, and the way he dress. These are the most important things to know about Kendrick, to be honest. He hates everything about us. He hates the way that we counter. He hates the way that we bouncer. I'm freestyling right now. Anyway, so here's how you play the Drake deck. Yeah. So cast your commander. Boom. Get him out there. Start casting instants and sorceries like Preordained, Frantic Search to draw cards and get to the good cards like Peregrine, Drake, and Deadeye Navigator. Your infinite blue mana combo. Once you have infinite blue mana, you can forever pay the stasis upkeep cost, making everybody never untap, which is busted strong. And with a lot of mana, you could just cast a bunch of stuff and stall the game until you win. By playing cards like Jin Gitaxias, Progress Tyrant, countering their first artifact, instant, or sorcery spell each turn, which is super fun and very Drake vibes, silencing people that he doesn't like. Then we got Void Winnoware, 9 mana, doesn't matter. Your opponents can't cast spells with even mana cost. We love that. And your opponents can't block with creatures with even converted mana cost. Good thing 17 and 15 are all odd numbers, am I right? Because that's right, this deck at the very end of the day is a Stax offender. We got to remember that. Stax offender. 11 and a 9, that sounds like perfect Drake age to me, am I right? Anyway, with this whole combo, you'll win the game. Just like Drake wins in real life all the time. Tax the rich, eat the rich. Let's go. Anyway, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribed it, subscribe. I'm going to be linking a charity for Palestine. Please support. I'm a very small creator relatively, but obviously you got to do your part. So yeah, see you in the next one. Peace out.